Liurnia is gorgeous. And also, Bach is here. Once you get to Liurnia, Bach shows up.
Good to see you, Master. Do you remember me? Bok, the demi-human. You helped me before and retrieved my sewing needle. Please, Master, allow me to serve you as your seamster. I can't make nothing from scratch, but I'm happy to make adjustments to your garments. Mass, do you ever... I don't ask. I am your...
He's like mid to low B as an NPC. He just changes your garments, which isn't very useful.
Oh.
You can do it at Sites of Grace as well, but it costs 500. Or again, free. Which, like, isn't very useful. Because usually they look bad. Because it usually just takes away the cape, which is a part I really like. But, like, if it was just that, he'd be, like, D tier, but he's nice, kind of cute. He's very humble. I like him a lot. So that brings him up to B.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold, would you donate? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see, but when it will lead me. Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once. You are most kind. May the blessing...
I don't know where to rate her. Probably like mid to low C tier, just because her only use is to get one ending way over here, which I don't care for. It's like the worst ending of them all, if not second worst. Just because, like, there's nothing really to it. It's just kind of sad. Oh, that's a 4-shot. That's a 3-shot. Oh boy. That just cuts off our flasks. Which is fine. We don't need our flasks. Get bonk. 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 You don't need flasks when you got a big bonk. 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 Smithing stone too. Good, good. Smithing stones are going to be really useful because this is where we're going to start upgrading our stuff. I mean, when it comes to equipment, this is where we're going to get the rest of our equipment. At least, that was rude. Besides the armor. But you don't upgrade armor, so we're good. I probably could have teleported up to this side of Grace. And then I simply do not care to. Yes, your ruins. Hello, hello. You are free to ignore it. Those things, the bigger ones, are horrifying. Like, pretty sure they have a weakness to healing spells. But also, I don't want to get close enough to be able to use a healing spell on it. If you can sneak up on it, it's fine and dandy. But why would you even try? It's one of the very few enemies that I am not comfortable fighting. Okay, I was wrong. Sorceries can break your stance when you're shielding. Good to know. Good to know. Will it be useful to know? Probably not. But good and useful are not always the same thing. Who shot me? Oh, you. You have one of those by you, so I'm gonna say no to fighting you. Hi. Those are interesting. It's a fun little take on a throwable. I was losing stamina for a second. Didn't know why. This is something that only happens in Elden Ring. Where it's like you'll walk up to an item on a slightly high, like slightly heightened spot, and you have to jump up on it. Rude. It's like the other games don't have that. I can... Let me dodge that. Oh, there's 4 of you. Gotta remember, there's still one behind. That. Hello. Okay. Nope. Red shield. Kaku Circuit. I'm not gonna use it, but cool. This is not the way you're supposed to go through this area. Last time I had like a pre-record character, and I used them to figure out where I wanted to go. Like what route I wanted to take. Because I've beaten this game, I think 13, 14 times now. And every time I've done it a bit differently, so I don't have a super solid plan. At least not in Liurnia. Like, in Limgrave, for the most part, I've got a plan. In Altus Plateau, I've got a plan. In Mount Top of the Giants, I've definitely got a plan. The plan is to run past everything, but... Hey, a plan is a plan. Even if it means just go forward and run. I think it's here. I think that's how I did it. Yes. Because they are close to this item. I just gotta figure out where they are. They're there. Hello. Dialos.
Lanya. No, Lanya. It's me, Dialos. Answer me, would you?
These are like low A tier.
Who on earth are you? Never mind. But tell me if you know, would you? The whereabouts of the hidden house of those despicable fiends. The recusants who hunt their fellow tarnished. They laid hands upon my servant Liurnia, and I refuse to let the insult stand. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. I, Dialos, swear to deliver the message.
Huh. So normally I talk to him at the round table hold. And he's like, oh, my name isn't important. But there, I didn't talk to him. And his dialogue is a bit different. He asked who I was. Oh, that's cool. Love to see the game have different dialogue depending on if you ignore an NPC or not. Invasion. Oh, I don't care for that. Doop. Did I open? I opened it up before it could even have a chance to give me the pop-up of saying, hey, you found the map. That's never happened before. This is just gonna be a run of first, isn't it? Hello. Off to the right, there's another... Well, there's a floor like that. An illusory floor. That lets you fight a boss. And you get a neat little thrusting sword out of it. But I don't really care for that this run, so...
Well, look at you. We don't receive many visitors. I presume you are tarnished? Oh, pardon me. It's hardly my place to ask, is it? I am E.G., a blacksmith who once served the Carian royals. An old codger who refuses to retire his rusty hammer. So perhaps... Oh, when I'm up, if you come to I am, you don't know. Brave is territory. When the Raya after Lucaria, I conjure that is why, unless you... I've of the end, whatever you...
Oh. I didn't finish Blythe's dialogue. I forgot to finish it, so
I've of the end, whatever you...
we don't get the thing where I'm like, hey, Blythe sent me. Oh, is that gonna ruin that whole quest? Is me forgetting that one line of dialogue after the Darwell fight, is that going to ruin this entire quest? Well, challenge runs are about learning, aren't they? So... those are the two things I try to get from it. One is seeing if I can get through the game with some kind of limitation on myself. So that way I can't just rely on the same old techniques that I've always been using. I gotta adapt and improve. And one is... oh, we can do it over here. And the other reason is just figuring things out. how early can I get to this place or do this thing without ruining anything? That really lets you push the limits of the game. And you do it enough, it's eventually going to cause a few issues. You're eventually going to ruin a quest. But that's just the price you pay for trying to be as fast as possible. So, these little things on the map are these. I don't know what they're called, but they're here. And they just give you some smithing stones. So it's really good to just run from one to another, because it's a bunch of free smithing stones. Who wouldn't take that? Because this is the point in the game where you really want to get those upgrades, because each major area has like a jump in difficulty. Where's the side upgrade? It's over. I don't need it. But yeah, each major area is a jump in difficulty. And so each time you get to a new major area, you're gonna want some upgrades. Hello, dragon. This is the first dragon I ever killed in this game. And I don't know why, because up to that point I was terrified of the dragons. Because they were so much more complex than the dragons in the previous games. And I was like, I don't know if I can fight these. But, hi. Bonk, 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 bonk. Alright, there we go. Oh, there's more. So I'm just coming here because there are some battle mages in here, which that gives me a chance to get their weapon. There's also a bunch of sorcerers. There's one right there. So we're gonna want to bonk. Bonk. Hi. You can die. Okay. Couple glintstone. Yeah, that's the thing the guys were throwing at me. Where it was like 3 pieces of magic that came out after a small delay. Okay, so it's 5. It's 4. I can't count. 4. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, you're stronger than the rest. Raya Lucaria robe. Whoop whoop. 2 ways to go. Okay. Stone sword key. That's good. That's nice. We always appreciate those. Especially when we get to use some. It's good that we get one back as a reward for exploration. If the I was going to say, if the game will let me lock on to them. Ow. Ow. Okay. So this man can just poise his way through all these. Oh no. Ow. Got him. Took a while, but we did it. Nope. Bonk. And then Lucaria wall. And bonk. And bonk. And we can get the item that he dropped after this. Crystal staff. So that's another crystalline thing. Yeah, it takes 48 intelligence. I mean, it boosts crystalline sorceries, but 48 intelligence. This takes 16, this takes 22. So that's a massive jump. Ooh. Sorcerer Manchwets. That's happened to me like 2 or 3 times now. Out of the maybe 5 times I've come here. This game, it doesn't chug like that a lot. Its performance doesn't drop very often. But it happens there pretty consistently. I think for now I'm gonna do this, so that way I can swap between my club and my staff, and just always have this out. I'll do this one more time. And if I don't get... Ow, rats. Rats. I don't know what it is about the rats in this game, but they are deadly. Like, rats are kind of a joke in the other games, but... I mean, even in Bloodborne, where they're like the size of your chest. But here, ooh. They are legitimately a threat. Knock me down. Alright, so you can't get their headpiece. I know that. Academy Glintstone Staff. Woo. Alright, that's very good. Again, Battlemage run, I'm trying to get what Battlemages use. And that's the staff that they use. There's another guaranteed way to get it. But to do that, you'd have to wait a bit. You don't have to wait super long, but you'd have to get, well, you have to get like halfway through the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Like, you have to be the Red Wolf, which is at the same point that you get the Haima sorceries. Nope. Nope. That's weird. I'm trying to have a dignified one-on-one, and you, Mr. Sorcerer Man, are ruining it. That was quite impolite of you. Did you drop anything? You did not. Oh, okay. I don't care enough to keep grinding right now, because I don't want to waste time while recording. That's not the way. But we got the staff, which is good. We got some of the sorcerer set. You can't get their headpiece right away. Like, you can't grind it. So, astrologer staff, this. Ooh. That takes 28 intelligence. 12, alright, so, we're not gonna be using it just yet. This is worse defensively. It looks better, but it's worse defensively. This is better against strike and slash, but worse against physical. We can keep this for now. Right, once you get the key from there, you can go back here and get into Raya Lucaria. You can go back to Thops over here, and you can offer him the steel that you got, but he's like, no, 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 you use it. I'll be fine. Which, like, that's nice of him, but sometimes you just really don't want to go into Raya Lucaria. Sometimes that is just not the path you wish to take. That, ooh, it is a one-shot. Okay, good. Will it still be a one-shot if they're aggroed onto you? Because enemies take more damage if they're not aggroed. Like, if they're not in fight mode, they take more damage. Which is a nice, small way of encouraging the player to, like, sneak around. And smack the enemy a little bit. Grey Wolf. Grey Wolves have more health. Just in general. I don't think there's anything to them besides that,
Well,
but... Hello.
It's been an age since I've seen a custom. How can I?
So, this is one of the best merchants, because most of them sell you just like a few miscellaneous items, but he sells you like the Fanged Impashes, which you can get at the start of the game as a keepsake, but I really like the Golden Seed. You got some Stone Sword keys, you got one of the starting sets that I like a lot. You got Lost Ashes of War, some Sleep Arrows, some Magic Bolts. I'd love it if he sold you some Magic Arrows as well, but sadly he
Have a
does not.
safe.
Sadly, he does not. The merchants are probably like the only NPCs that I don't have like a rating for. Partially because there's so many of them, and they like don't have a story or a quest outside of like some basic background lore that can be pretty hard to find anything on. Hello. I think that shows up just after you beat the Reduvia character. I don't remember their name, because it only pops up once visually as like as they invade you and as they die, and then Yura mentions it once right after the fight. Hello, Yura, don't worry, I got you. I'm not gonna be useful because of input readers. But I can bonk him in the back. Oh, that did a lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't think it'll be very helpful this fight. You die, returning your own world. Yep. Like I said, there is magic that is specifically designed for them to not dodge it. But also Battlemage, and they don't use it, so if they aren't gonna use it, I'm not gonna use it. No matter how good it is. I can try once with just the bonk. Ow. Leave me alone. most of the NPCs, but like this guy especially are big on dodging. Like that's what his unique skill is all about. Is like he jumps in the air and he uses that to dodge attacks. Yeah, that. Ow. Like I said, input readers. You press button, they automatically dodge. Raven Mount Assassin. Oh. They don't have a name, just like a title. That's sad. They deserve better than that. They have a cool outfit. Raptor of the Mist.
Oh, it's you. Thanks for your help. That bloody thing. Here's a token of...
This is simultaneously really good and useless. Because at this point in the game, you're getting 2s, maybe just barely getting into 3s. It's like, you haven't even touched 4s yet. Unless you went to Kaled first, in which case... Okay.
I may not have... I'm dying. Yeah. She is the dead lot in spite of her. If she can... There is no shit.
Yep.
Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again.
I will meet you, and I will look after your weapon. We can say that. Great, so we can go back to set up like this. Because this area is gorgeous. But it's like, we don't need the torch here. Also, does Raya Lucaria ever stop raining? I don't think I've ever seen it not raining. Okay. Nope, nope. 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 Slurp. I really wish magic, like the way enemies had magic was reworked. Because as it stands now, they can just spam magic. Which, like, you might look and say, well, you can spam magic too, but it's like, I am dictated by the will of stamina. Enemies aren't. They can just go. Which, like, in a one-on-one is usually fine, but second you get a 2-on-1, or even a 2-on-2, finding an opening can take a while. Item. I think this is the first game where I don't know what the specific items are. I just remember where the items are at. Probably because the game is so much bigger and there's so many items. Okay. Now, the reason why up to this point I've been saying that I'm just going to put points into health and strength, and we can get to mind and intelligence later, is because of this area. Because we can get you. Look at this. 101 damage. What does 154? So... that might be because this is +5 and this is completely unupgraded. But I remember when I came here on my, like, almost pure sorcery run, when I was using sorceries, and I mean this was on an earlier patch, so maybe they changed this, because I did that on, I think, patch 1.05. I can't jump attack with the left hand, that's good to know. Hi, but look, they grab you and it just eats your FP. And that's something only the ones here do. So it's like, this is the magic area. This is the Hogwarts of the game, where you get all of your magic needs. But also, you don't want to come here using magic. It won't end well. Nope. 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 Absolutely not. Okay. And you get the ashes of those guys. It got to the point where, when I was fighting Renala, and this might be a thing of just me being bad or something, but I was actually forced off of using magic on my magic build. Because even though basically all of my upgrades went into my staff, I just wasn't doing damage with my staff. So I was forced to back off. I was forced to move over to a strength weapon, so that way I could just be like, bonk, and take Renala out that way. And then after that I was able to go back to using magic. Which kind of sucked, because I wanted hi, hello, because I wanted to do just pure magic the entire run. And I couldn't do that because of one boss. But I thought it was really cool that the one magic area that every magic person would want to go to wasn't super great for people going in using magic. I probably shouldn't try to fight the dogs at not full health. Again, maybe they changed that because this hardly does more damage, even though it's 5 upgrades higher. But at the time it was really, really cool. And so for right now, I'm leaning more into the strength and having magic just be like a side thing that I also have. But once we get through Raya Lucaria, that's when I can really start focusing on the magic side of things. What to say, where are the dogs? Because normally there are dogs. But maybe I have to get through you to get to the dogs. Doggies! I mean, there's a doggy right there. Oh. He thinks the doggies are over there. Come here. Come here. Oh, these guys are scary. Because they can move from 0 to 100 real quick. No. There's a doggy. Oh, hi. There's 2 doggies. And they're quick. Do either of the doggies want to come down? A doggy came down. The other doggy came down. Good, love to see it. I think that in the move from it being like a normal just you walk around game to okay, dog got some jukes. Dog knows how to dodge magic. But in the dodge, or in the change from just walking around to being able to jump anytime, I feel like they changed some things up. And hi. And there are a lot of places where you can jump to and then you can just stand there and then wait for the dog to have like a preset animation where it jumps up or jumps across to get to you, and then in that animation it can't attack, and then you can just bonk the dog. Like, there's a really good example over in Lanedale, over by where like the real world version of the round table hold is at. I don't care to fight him on this character because we're not using the magic. we're not using the magic he uses. So when I said that Glintstone Pebble and Great Glintstone Shard are part of like a 4-chain magic thing where each one gets stronger. Aha. Well, fuck. So, the third and fourth ones are here. Pretty sure. Inspect this scroll. Yeah, Glintstone Comet Shard. That's the third one. And as long as up to this point you've been investing into intelligence, you can probably use it by now. Yeah, this is one of the heads that they use. They all raise a stat. Like, this raises intelligence by 3, but then they have some kind of downside. Usually HP, FP, or stamina. Okay. Hello. But the fourth one in that series, you also get here, but it comes at a bit of a cost because well, I shouldn't say cost, but you can't use it right away. Because it has, I think, like a 50 or a 52 or something like that intelligence requirement, which is really high. I mean, the highest stat requirement that I've seen is in like Renala's full moon or Ronnie's dark moon, and it's like 68. Which, I mean, is very high, but besides those few sorceries and like some colossal weapons, well, the requirement for anything, yeah, here's the fourth one, Comet. Yeah, 52. Yeah, besides like colossal weapons and those few sorceries, requirements barely go above like 30. And so it's just this massive difference between this small group of things with massive requirements and everything else. Hi. You survived that. Graven School Talisman. which I forgot to put this on. Had it the entire time and never put it on. But yeah, boost sorceries by I think like 4%. Oh, we're at 55.5 minutes. Well, I think I'm going to oh, that went farther than I thought it would. Nope. But, again, I don't want things to go over an hour. So, I think I might go get the stone club. Maybe level up once or twice. And we can fight the Red Wolf. Probably next time. But, yeah.